Hey friends, this is the Insoon Dinosaur Museum with 1,500 pieces. I've completely built it, and in this video we're going to look at the details. We'll zoom in, and then we'll close it up and we'll look at the outside as well. Right off the bat, it's called Dinosaur Museum, but honestly I think it's more of a general museum slash library, and that's because there's really only one dinosaur in there, so that's not enough to call it a dinosaur museum. All right, and then it is a book nook, and it comes with a lighting kit and a lot of gold pieces, some really interesting stuff. And once it's closed, it has a terrific architectural presence. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit here. We'll start over here on this side. You can see that there is actually one light right here under this balcony. That's one of the 1x4 plates, and then there's another one in the main roof. So in this area up here, we've got two lights up there too, and that really cool chandelier right there is really neat. But zooming in, let's take an even closer look. You'll see that there is a tiny little clock on the wall there, a bookcase with a couple of gems, and there is a camera right there, and another bookcase along there, and it has some pretty good gold pieces. The gold pieces this came with are among the best that I've had. They really do shine quite a bit, and I really like them. And near the back there you'll see a little candelabra, and let's go down under the balcony. So under the balcony there's a couple things too, and I'm going to open this up just a little more so we can see it better. You've got this golden parrot, and it also has a little like a placard describing what it is, and that's what you see here. And there's another placard right there, and they're actually related. If you look real closely, there's a tiny like illustration of a parrot there, and then next to it is like a statue bust. So it's like a person with a shield, maybe like a suit of armor bust with a sword, and they've also got a little placard there too. And then next to it, that might be like an inkwell there, another couple of books. Almost everything that you see in this is a sticker. So all the little decorations you see are stickers. There's a little flower back in the rear there, and you can just make out a poster, and I think that's a poster of a dinosaur right there. Yep, underneath right there. So a dinosaur. Yep. So it's me. A lot of detail there. Looking up at the top here, we can see a sextant up here in the top, a chandelier with a lot of gold pieces there, and those little window shutters, they do open up, and you can see brick built curtains. And going down a little bit, we see there's a really dark brown treasure chest, another bookcase, a bag, and a gem down here. And again, more of this really nice gold pieces that make up these like the edges of the furniture. And then right here, front and center, is a skeleton of a T-Rex. So you can see him. It's pretty well built out. I didn't recognize the build from other sets, so this might be an original build. I'm not 100% sure, but it's pretty nice. It's got a good profile. Let's see if we can turn it a little bit. And it's got a bit of terrain that it sits on with its own placard there too. And that placard also has a tiny illustration of a T-Rex. Behind the T-Rex is one of those statues from Easter Island. Really great, brilliant little shaping on that. Let me see if we can pull it out there, get a better look. Look at that face. It's perfect. That nose, the mouth, the forehead, all of that's really well done. They did a good job there. And pops right back in. Near the front here is a globe. I wasn't sure what that was until I saw it built out, and it comes with this as a print. This, I guess those are some continents when they're all kind of mushed together. It doesn't turn or anything like that, and I'm not sure why it's colored the way it is, other than maybe they wanted it to really look unique. So I'm not 100% sure. I did see another version of this BOOKNOOK, and it was made out of plastic. It wasn't a brick built one, and it had this and the dinosaur. So somebody out there is also making a version of that is not brick built, but instead it's made out of plastic pieces. It's more like a model kit that you can assemble. So maybe they are inspired by each other. Along the back there, you see some different posters and artwork. They created a brick built frame around this illustration of a dinosaur skeleton. And then coming over, you see a couple of swords, a crest, 3 candles, and there is a 1x1 stud that is lit and it's facing up there. All in all, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights in this, and all of them are custom. The wiring is not hidden, so you can see it, kind of strung everywhere. But it's okay. You kind of don't see it after a while. You're mostly looking at all the details. Another bookcase as you go up with a brick-built kind of drapes decoration around that bookcase. And then a clock with a pendulum inside of it. And let's see if we can pull this out. Oh, I think I might break it if I do. But they did a cool thing where it is behind some glass, and this is actually a window piece. And the window piece actually has printing on it. So although most things are stickers, there are a couple things that do have prints, and that's one of them. And then behind it is that gold pendulum. So it has that effect of being inside a glass case. Another ornate kind of hanging there. Under the balcony, we've got another book that's open to a specific page. Some drawers, maybe these are vertical drawers, bookcases, and then another plant. They're off to the side. Let's see, what else did I miss? There are these ornate hanging things that are coming from the ceiling with these golden flame pieces, and there's 2 on each side of this particular window, just to add a lot of decoration and fanciness to it. Really nice to have that piece in gold too. So yeah, they did a really nice job. Okay, let's zoom out and let's close it up, and you'll see how it closes. Oh, by the way, the batteries the battery boxes, there's 2 of them. One is hidden here, and the switch is back here. You just flip it. Comes with batteries, so that's one of them. And then the other battery is all the way on the back. So this is the battery box in the back, and we just flip that and it comes on and off. All right, so let's try to close this up. We'll see how it looks. So when you close it, it's fairly good, comes together. The top of it is where it struggles a little bit. Pop that up. So you see here at the top, there's that little bit of a gap. Sometimes you're able to close it up and get that gap to go away. What I've done is I've just added a 1x2 piece like this, and there's a couple studs on the back of it. Once you clip them into there, it takes up that gap and makes sure it's nice and tight. But you can see it's got this really beautiful architectural presence to it. I mean, it's got all of these details. It's all in this white color, making it very stately, really nice. And then of course you've got these columns that really make it really, again, really stand out. And then gold pieces throughout, just to add that extra flavor. Okay, and then turning it around, you see exposed windows, more gold pieces, a really big sticker here, and then along the back, gold wings. You even see a little bit of gold up here at the top, and then another pretty big sticker that says natural history. And then on this side, it uses almost like a dark green. I haven't seen this particular dark green before. It's a little muddy almost a little organic. But it has two stickers. One says natural history and then another sticker that's similar to the other one on the other side. And I can't quite read it. I think it says American Museum of Natural History. That's what that says right there, and a little bit of gold there as well. So when it's sitting in your bookcase, it's kind of looks like it's two things. It's both a building as well as a book when it's sitting in your bookcase. And then in this configuration, it's nice and closed up and doesn't take up a ton of space while it's in your bookcase. All right, so that's my look at this. I hope you found this really useful. It is a pretty cool set. Oh, and I do have a minifigure for scale here. That's I'm in there. There you go. If you liked the video, please hit like. If you could subscribe, that really helps me out, helps me keep making videos like this. All right, thanks so much.